Today we got the big boy here, 2013 Ram 2500. It's got the 6.7 liter Cummins, and we have our first oil change on it. So we're gonna go over exactly what to do, and I'll show you the oil that we're using. Got my little emergency gloves here. My carbs. We're running AMSOIL 100% diesel oil. My brother got this off his buddy. He swears by it, so that's what we're gonna run in it and see how it works. And a filter. We're probably not gonna do the 25,000 mile, but we'll adjust. So yeah, we got lots of oil for this thing. We got it at a decent price. So yeah, let's jump into this. First thing on the list to do is make sure the engine is warm. Ryan drove it here, so this is nice and toasty. We'll actually have to wait a little bit because it's a little too warm. But you need to find the oil filter, and the oil filter, just so you know, is right straight down, right next to the intake boot. It's kind of hard to see down there. So you know where the filter is. You can get that from underneath the truck, and then drain plug right down here. There goes my cat. Oh, he's hidden. Okay. Drain plug is right there, and we're gonna drain it out. It takes a lot of fluid in this thing, so make sure you got a big bucket to hold all the fluid. So this takes a 3/8 drive, break it loose, and then drain it into the bucket. It's going to be very warm, so be quick. Yeah, that's warm. An easy way to get it go quicker is just take the cap off, and that'll help it flow. You want to look at it. I don't see any milkiness, which is good. No condensation in there. Again, when these engines, well, yeah, I guess these engines too, but the Cummins in general, whenever they talk about blow by, an easy way to check is when they got high miles on it is take that off while it's running, and you can see it like puffing up out. If it's puffing a lot, there's a good bit of blow by, so keep an eye on that if you're buying a used one. Again, we're gonna check the air filter. That's kind of easy to do. You just take these off and then pull it out. They're kind of a pain to get the lips out of it, but either way, check the filter. We're going to do that, and then just kind of look everything over, check the fluids while this is draining, because this is going to take forever. What else we got? Also, here, I saw this when we were just looking over the truck, which is kind of cool. I never noticed that before. So do what you need to do. Side note, if you're draining into a pan, make sure there's no cracks so it leaks everywhere. Be smart about it, guys. Alright guys, since the oil is draining, we are going to pull the filter out. As you can see, here it is. If you have one of these claws, it makes life so much easier, and you need a long extension. But you can get it from underneath the truck, get your pan underneath it, and we'll drain it and hopefully don't get splattered with the oil. Napa Gold. Put a Napa filter on it. Huh. Okay, so we're gonna let this drain out. That was good. That had like no oil in it. I didn't get messy at all. But remember, guys, when you're doing any oil changes, see that little the ring? Make sure that comes off with the filter and it doesn't stay on the housing. If you double gasket it, it'll leak like crazy. So. All right. So again, when you're doing these filters, you want to fill this up with some oil, so it's got some oil in it to begin with, and then put a little bit on the seal, and then just screw it back in. Now you can use a tool to get the filters off. I do not recommend using a tool to put it back on. You can get it just with your hands, just get it really tight with your hands, and that's it. It's, again, the AMSOIL EA080, I think, or O, I don't know what that is, but yeah, so it must be a good filter. We'll try it and we'll be good to go. Okay, so it's tight-ish. Now I'm going to get I want to get another rag to help get more grip, and then just torque it down a little bit more, and you should be good to go. Reset the oil light on this. You can just go through it using these keys here. Go ahead, Ryan. You got it.
Alright.
So
first you go up and then, or go over to the right, and then mine goes straight to the tire pressure gauge. Then you press up. You got your engine hours. Got your gauge summary. Obviously, since the truck's not on, the oil pressure is going to be at 0. You got your boost. You got your exhaust brake. Your battery voltage. Your fuel filter life, which is pretty good right now at 40%. We'll probably need to change it next time. Then, okay, press, go up. Oh. There we go. There we go. Now we're at oil life. So.
And we weren't exactly sure on when they changed it or whatever, so now we're going to keep everything up to date on what we know. So we're going to reset it. If it focus, yeah, reset. And how do you do that?
I'm guessing it's the right. Yep.
You hold the right button. So you're going up and down.
The right button.
And the right button is the reset. So now you're back at 100%. And I'm assuming it's going to be the same way for the fuel filter. So once we get that done, we will reset that as well. That's it, guys. Oil change is done in the truck. I loaded everything back up. Got my deer done for my stepdad. Father's Day. Got the side-by-side ready to go back to my buddy's house. Guys, so that's it. We're gonna be sitting here, kind of relax for a little bit. It's a little warm outside today, but that was the oil change on my brother's truck. He's gonna be heading out of state soon, so he needed the oil change, and while we're underneath it, we greased up all the ball joints, checked everything out. The front end was leaking a little bit of fluid on the front seal, so we're gonna have to, down the road, we're gonna have to replace it, but at least we checked the fluid, filled it up with a little bit of gear oil and make sure everything's good, so he'll be good on his trip. But yeah, all you need is a 3/8 ratchet extension and some way of getting the filter off, if it's either one of those claws or just by hand. Other than that, fill it back up. Takes darn near, what was it, like 11 quarts or something? It's a ton, takes a lot of oil. And make sure you have a bucket that does not have a crack in it, because I looked underneath and I'm like, where's all this oil come from? And I realized there's a crack halfway down my bucket. So either way, it's a quick, easy job. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. We got some more bikes coming in this week. Hopefully we can get some other content out there, some carb cleans and stuff like that. It seems like this channel is just for oil changes and maintenance. But hey, that's what I got. That's what I got. So I'm enjoying it. But either way, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you liked it, give it a big thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Give me, if you did give it a thumbs down, let me know why. Because I'm trying to do some different things here, different music here and there. I know some people aren't liking the other type of music I was doing, which is fine. That's perfectly fine. I want the criticism. I'll take whatever I can get, and we'll move forward. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and happy Father's Day. God bless.